Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya. First of all, I just want to start with saying a big thank you. Thank you for being here consistently because I know a lot of you who watch and who are especially active in the comments are really the oldies. I value each and every one of you, whether you're an old subscriber, a new subscriber, no matter what. And we are a family. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Now, we're going to be coming to this video which is mostly about what you can expect in your life in the upcoming 10 days. But along with that, I'm also adding the element of what blessings are now coming in. Yeah? 3 piles once again. But when it comes to your selection, you can select on the basis of either the feathers, the images, or one of these crystals. Whichever speaks to you, take your time, and then we start with pile 1. Hello everyone, and if you've selected pile 1, first of all, welcome, and I'm happy you're here. So we start with your blessing. Now the blessing that is coming in your life is the blessing of clarity. And personally, if you ask me, that is the most important blessing. Because sometimes in our life, if we don't have clarity or we don't know where you're going, then the path becomes difficult, and so does our end point. Yeah, but that clarity is coming in. And since clarity comes in, you're going to be equipped to make just the right kind of decisions at the right point of time to end up in a place that you're supposed to be. Yeah, I also feel like your growth is really strong in the upcoming 10 days. Yeah, and multiple layers to your personality are going to be developing. So I feel like in terms of the upcoming 10 days, you will get to see that you're not just one part of you. There are multiple parts of you, and each and every part of it is magical. We come to your tarot, 7 of Voices, Sun, Empress, the Fool. A new journey begins, and as with every journey, some beginnings come to an end. So it's like interesting for you, you're coming to something, you're achieving something, and you're starting a new process along with that. I also get this feeling like you've learned your lessons, the ones you were supposed to. Once again, the things that were not clear about you, you'll be like, okay. Some of you may get an aha moment, like, okay, wow, this is what I need to do. This is the direction I need to go in. And you'll head in that direction. This just means that a new journey for your soul is about to begin. But you're going to be impulsive. You're like, I'm going to take a chance on this, and you'll do that. And I just feel like, you're going to be happy that you did, because the energy is so positive around you. You are positive in the upcoming 10 days. You're brimming with hope, you're brimming with expectations, and overall, your view is very sunny when it comes to your life. And one thing, however, I really see strongly about you is you keeping certain things to yourself. You're like not in the mood to share anything with just about anybody. You're like, okay, this part of me is really private, so I'm going to work on it in private. And when I want to say it out loud, I'll say it. Or if I don't want to, I'll just not say that. Okay, so certain things you're like keeping close to your heart, and I feel like that's a good strategy overall when it comes to your life. Also, I feel like a lot of things are coming to fruition. Some things that you worked really hard for, you'll get the reward for it. You'll get the, something that is due to you. That's the energy. And because of which your heart is going to be happy. You're going to reach a place of fulfillment in the upcoming 10 days. Yeah, so once again, let me just say this is a very interesting time, the upcoming 10 days, and all of this is because of the blessing of clarity that is now coming on you in your life. Now, for you, you're also setting new intentions, almost like, okay, I want to do this next, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be very firm about it. So certain intentions are really solidifying for you in your mind over the upcoming 10 days. Now, When it comes to your mind, I really have to tell you this, overall the mood is very positive. The vibe is very positive. So please, as much as you can, try to maintain it. Because when it comes to your thought process, when it comes to your consciousness, something is aligning, something is becoming pure, which is making that stream to go in the right direction. Okay, so don't so much think about any kind of negativity, just leave it in the past and move into the future. Nature. I feel like for some of you, if you are lucky enough, you will be spending a lot of time in nature, looking out at nature, or actually wishing that you could do that, because your soul is more driven towards nature now. Yeah, doing things that are easy, doing things that you feel like will give you the right kind of results. Yeah, but nature, like maybe you sit out in nature and you get a brilliant idea, and that truly happens. Truly happens. You probably go for a walk and you'll have a clear mind. So try that in the upcoming 10 days. There is also a huge kind of acceptance of yourself that is happening in the upcoming 10-day time. You're like, I value myself. I treasure myself. No matter who I am, good, bad, or ugly, I'm going to accept myself. And that acceptance is really, really strong for you in your life. I'm also going to be shuffling on camera for a couple of extra messages. Let's see. Bring humor into your life. I feel like in the upcoming 10 days, you need to be more inclined towards humor. So sometimes what happens is, you pile one especially, you guys are super achievers. I know that to be true about you. Your ambitions are strong. So along with that ambitions, please make sure you have some time for just fun. Okay, fun and games, whatever that speaks to you. If it is nature, if you feel like, going out just makes your soul smile, then do that. Otherwise, just watch a funny movie, cat videos, little child videos, whatever makes you happy. But bring that joy and humor in your life. And accept life's challenges. See, life is rarely a straight line. It's zigzag. And maybe that is the fun part of it. Yeah. So at some point, you've got to accept that life is going to have challenges at some point. And I just have to know that whenever I get there, I'll be ready to face it. Yeah. Once again, like the mountain, no matter what wind comes, the mountain doesn't move. I feel like has to be your sort of a viewpoint when it comes to your life, and I feel like we will come into that in the upcoming 10 days. And be proactive. See, when it comes to you've got to be very proactive. Very proactive. You've got to take the lead when it comes to life. Don't become a follower, because I feel like anyway, pile one, that is not your story. Yeah, be proactive, do what needs to be done, and you will be on your way to the top. And eat healthy food. So you've got to monitor your food intake. What kind of food are you eating? And especially, I know in Asia, you have like the monsoons really strong. So in which case, please, my friends, I'm saying this especially because a lot of Asians watch me. Please eat healthy. Yeah, please make sure you reduce the intake of spicy food, because during the monsoon season, it's not ideal. Yeah, eat healthy and drink water. Yeah, and determination. I feel like in the upcoming 10 days, you will learn to be much more determined when it comes to your life. There's something that you want to do. It's like there's a strong intention set in your mind. And you're like, no matter what happens, I'm going to stick to this. So the determination is really emerging in your case. And justice. There is also a possibility, like before making any major decisions, you'll pause and like consider the pros and cons, and only then arrive at some kind of a decision making. Now, you may also be involved in certain, documentation process. This could be relating to banking, paperwork at work, but those are things that will require your attention. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up with your letters and numbers. T, 19, blank tiles. You can use it to fill up, if something you have and you're not getting a word. Number 10, R. 33, H. HR. Or you may have some work with your HR person, maybe. 22, O. 2, and 99. Yeah, but overall this is what I have for you, pile 1, and with that I will once again say my thank yous to you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, first of all, welcome. And if this is the beautiful stone that you've chosen, it's gorgeous. Let's see. First of all, the blessing that is coming into your life, pile 2, is the blessing of unity where there was one division. So especially in your life, if you were like not getting along with somebody, or you just had a fight, and it's like there's going to be unity once again. Things are coming together. However, if this doesn't apply to you, then this could actually be things that were not working out will now come together to work for you. So this could be 2 things, because of course not everybody can have a fight with somebody. So these are the 2 things that I actually see. How have you guys been? Let me know in the comment section. Have you been doing something interesting? Okay. So basically for you, pile 2, you have 6 of voices, you have 7 of inspiration, you have emperor, and you have the 4 of inspiration. So basically in your case, what I see this, there may be some challenges that may be going on in your life. You feel like you're stuck in some areas, or some areas are not working out in a way in which you wanted to work, but that is changing for you. You're getting out of those situations or those thought processes and moving into areas where now you'll be much more productive and much more fruitful. The clouds are parting. The clouds are parting, and clarity is very strong when it comes to your life. However, let me just tell you this, I feel like a lot of things will come to you. Maybe this is like a lot of things demand your attention simultaneously, and you have to take care of it. Because of which you may feel like, wow, I'm like really spreading myself thin here. And you're like, okay, hold on, I just need a space to breathe. In which case, should you feel that in the upcoming 10 days, make that space for yourself. If you feel like spending time with certain people, make you feel like, oh, you cannot do it. Take a time off. Take that space, because I feel like you will need it, because for you, this journey is sort of on your own, is what I'm hearing. Now, I also get a feeling like you're very, very assertive, very strong, and very strong-willed. Like nothing that comes into your path can now deter you towards what you want to achieve when it comes to your life. Okay, you're gonna also be making new plans and making some kind of visions around it. I'm getting a strong sense of vision. Like you have a vision for something and you're like, that is what I want when it comes to my life. And somehow, there's some kind of celebration happening for you. There's probably going to be a party for you. That may be a birthday, some get together, or just getting together with friends for fun. But that collective get together is definitely there, and that is going to give you a lot of happiness, and that will almost take your mind off from your work, and give you that sort of a respite. So if you cannot figure out how to spend time on your own away from things, just call your friends. Okay, so that's the solution for you guys anyway. Now I'm also going to shuffle on camera for you before getting into the other cards. I'm changing things up a little bit. Be open to spiritual guidance. The thing with you is, for something in your life, you need spiritual guidance. Now, what you need to do is you've got to be open to it, open to receiving that guidance, so that the guidance may come to you. And assess your relationship. You also need to assess certain relationships. Okay, maybe what was your part to play in certain stories, and what was the part of some other person to play in those stories. So assess the relationships, what is working, what is not working, and if you realize, okay, this is not working, you can actually put things together. Yeah, so once again, the focus is very much on relationships. Okay, coming together, that's the focus. Now, faith. You need to have faith, okay? Stronger than you have currently. See, I'm not saying you don't have faith, you already have a lot of it piled too, but it's like somewhere, there's that little bit of gap, and you need to fill that gap. See, I'll tell you what happens, even if we maybe people in the subconscious mind, we feel like we have faith, but maybe somewhere, when something comes up, you doubt yourself. You're like, oh, maybe that's not gonna happen. That little bit of thing, that is what you need to clear in the upcoming 10 days. Coming to life, a new dimension of yourself, a new part of your life is coming strong. Yeah, see, it's almost like, this lady, and this, like, half of it is a marble statue. You are like this marble statue. Maybe this marble statue in some cases can also signify your difficulties, but you've made your way out of it with blessings, I'm sure, because once again, since the card of spirituality shows up. Yeah, but you're coming to life and you feel like so good, yeah, over the upcoming 10 days. Synchronicity. Things will come together magically. It's like maybe, you've been hoping and praying for something and it happens. Once again, you had the card of happiness to begin with. You will feel fulfilled and you'll be like, wow, I was not expecting this. Once again, reconciliation. See, in some cases, this could also be reconciliation within yourself. Okay, like you've been wanting to make certain decisions and you're like, okay, do I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? Do I do this? And now you'll come together to the understanding. Yeah, so that's coming through. And enchantment. So something will happen, which will make you feel like a Disney princess, enchanted. This could be like you may witness certain miracles in your life. You may come across just something beautiful, just like this lady. She's coming across the little bird which enchants us. Yeah, life gives us those opportunities, and I feel like life is gonna give you that in the upcoming 10 days. And you're blooming. As a human, you're truly blooming. I don't know whether you see this, but I definitely feel like you are. Yeah, so go slow. First of all, that is what I'm here to tell you. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to be too much. One step at a time. If even that works for you, please go in that direction. Yeah, and I'll also give you your letters and numbers. I feel like healing is coming into your life. Lot of healing. DE 11 N or den, which makes me feel like, maybe create a space for yourself, like a sacred space for yourself where you can access, your communication with the divine. A special spot maybe. 25 S 77 N R A O A again 6 and A. Yeah, but overall, this is what I have for you, my beautiful pile twos. And as I wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with my best wishes. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful, beautiful pile threes. And I feel like you guys have picked a really gorgeous pile. I absolutely love this image. Now, my beautiful pile threes, the biggest blessing that is coming into your life is a blessing on your work. So the work that you're doing, the projects you're working on, the career you're into, you're going to be getting blessings there and you're getting a lot of growth there. Yeah, so that is the biggest blessing coming into your life. I also feel like you'll be recognized for something. You've done a good job and you're getting the reward for it. Now, Page of Emotions, you have the Moon, Nine of Wands, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. See, basically, I feel like you're going to be all emotions in the upcoming 10 days. You're going to be feeling very emotional, you're going to be feeling sensitive. So the things that you do are going to be driven by your emotions and your sentiments at the same time. However, if you are able to channel this in a beautiful way, I feel like you'll be able to create beautiful art. You'll be able to be much more creative even when it comes to your everyday activities. But on another level, this could mean like, you really feel down and out. Yeah, when it comes to the moon, it's ups and downs. So one moment you feel great, other you'll feel like, okay, wow, I don't feel so great. So that is this. You've got to be a little careful about that, because what is happening, whatever is going on in your life, you're trying very hard. You're trying very hard. You're going to sort of putting in 110%. Yeah, and which is sort of burning you out, but I feel like you're like, I've got this, I can do this. Your determination is very strong, and it is your determination that sort of takes you through a lot of things when it comes to your life, okay? And in the end, I feel like your hard work will pay off, okay? So no wonder the very first thing is like, you'll be rewarded for your hard work, or your blessings on your hard work. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Fortunate time actually begins for you in your life, okay? And this can actually work in multiple ways and in multiple places at the same time. Expression. Now, I also feel like you'll express your emotions a lot. Yeah, so I really get this feeling like this may be on a journal, this maybe you'll say something to other person which will, sort of like unburdening yourself. That unburdening expression is what I'm seeing. But as a result of this, what is happening, you're also standing very strong. You're becoming more powerful as a human being. Persistent. You've got to be persistent, okay? And I don't even have to tell you this, because I already see that in multifolds, okay? That is what I'm seeing. Now, your imagination is going to be strong. So this is a very dreamy week for you. It's very dreamy. You're feeling yourself. You're doing what feels right, and you're following your emotions. But please make sure you give some importance to your logical mind as well. But great time to visualize, great time to plan about your future, and great times to sort of invite things in. Energy of the new. What do you want your future to look like? So that's an excellent time for you to write down those things or create a journal around it, maybe. Once again, spark. Creativity, creativity at its fullest. No wonder you're very much in that moony state, in that creative state. So whatever you do, it'll be very creative, it'll be very fun. I feel like there's going to be a part of your week where you'll truly enjoy, and other will be like little minute where you'll not feel so great. Leadership. You're also showing exceptional leadership. Yeah, if you want something, you're going after it. You're like, no compromises. I want this. I'm gonna make this happen for myself. So you're very, very driven is what I'm picking up here. Driven is what you're feeling in the upcoming 10 days as well. And you're moving out of stagnation. So there's a chance that, even if one part of the week you feel really dreamy, you feel sensitive, but eventually you move out of it. Or in some cases, could be like some projects that may have been stuck, where it was like down and dusted, it'll sort of pick up pace. And you'll move out of stagnant times when it comes to your life. Identify change. So in the upcoming 10 days, you've got to make sure that you identify one area that you need to change, and you change it. Or if you feel like one way I'm doing this and it's not working, maybe you change it. But you've got to identify it first, because unless you identify, then you cannot change it. Unless you cannot do that, then you cannot move out of the dust. Yeah. Spend a day with God. So you've got to make sure, in the upcoming 10 days that you make time for God. So once again, if you're very busy, if you've not done that before, or you've like recently undergone a period where like everything was busy. Now like you slow down. Yeah, slow down, make use of that time. Yeah, connect with God one day of the entire week. Yeah, dedicate it. See how much of a difference it makes to your life. It'll make a massive difference, I'll tell you. See God in all things. See, the power of God is very strong when it comes to your upcoming 10 days. So maybe you will feel more connected, or you will finally see the connections between everything when it comes to your life. But whatever is happening, it's very beautiful. It's really beautiful. But you've got to see God in all things. I really want to read this out to you. Put yourself in slow motion and observe everything and everyone through the lens of this is sacred and it speaks to me. So you've got to ask yourself in the upcoming 10 days, what am I looking at that's sacred? And what is it telling me? So maybe ask that question and you'll get the answer. How does that change your environment? Your goal to learn the spiritual practice of seeing God in all things. So how can you see God in all things? Yeah, that's what you need to figure out in the upcoming 10 days. Transform worrisome thoughts. Yes, as I mentioned already, you're going to be having certain worrisome thoughts, but you've got to change it. If you can, like maybe, keep a rose quartz close by if you have it. It's a beautiful stone, and it's especially a good stone when you're going through anything that worries you. Yeah, because it really, really helps you like get more connected to your heart and feel better. Yeah, so it's a great healing stone if you want to use it. Your letters and numbers: 6, 23, 27, 6. Okay, you can take 1 as 9, L, E, R, 4, S, W, D, S, 29, Q, O, E. Yeah, overall this is what I have for you, my beautiful pile 3s, and as I wrap this up, I'll make sure to give you a big hug, sending it across to each and every one of you. I love you. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye.